Today we will talk about compound assignment operators and a little more about unary operators. I have written a very basic program here. So what it is doing, it is declaring two numbers, then it is assigning them both values. Then here it in this statement it is assigning the value of number two variable to the number one. So whatever will be stored into number two, it will go into number one. So number one and number two both will have same value since we are storing the value in number two into number one. So if number two has 20, 20 will be stored in number one, that was originally 10. So let's run this program. So as you can see, both of them, I am printing both numbers separately. So both of them have same value since I have assigned the value of one variable to another. So this is called an assignment statement. It is used to assign a value. So there's another thing I want to show you. Let's give number one, number two plus plus. So before, first I should show you this. So we talked about unary operators before. So let's increment number one and decrement number two. So this is called a unary operator. It is used to increment a value by one. This is written as number is equal to number one plus plus, or it can also be written as number one. I'm gonna comment that number one plus equal to 1. So it is called a compound assignment operator, or in that case a unary operator, since it is working on a single operator, so therefore it is called a unary operator. It increments the value by 1. If we write it as number 1 plus plus, it increments the value of number 1 variable to by 1. You can also write it like this, but this style is preferred since it's short. And similarly, this one is called the decrement operator. It decrements the value of a variable by one, only one. Similarly, it can be written as number one minus equal one. So here, this statement, all these, both of these mean the same thing. So it can also be written like this: number one is equal to number one plus one. So if you look at these, all three of these do the same thing. And is equal to minus 1. Oh, here we have to write number 2 since I am dealing with the number 2 variable. So this. Uh, so first we are incrementing the value by 1. There are three ways to write this statement. All three of these do the same thing. Similarly, this can be written in three ways. So let's run it. So as you can see now, number 1 first uh, first number 2, well, the value of number 2 is stored into number 1, so number 1 and number 2 both are carrying 20, right? Both are storing 20. So here in this statement we are incrementing the value of number 1 by 1 so it makes the original value into 21 since 1 is added to the original value. And here we are decrementing the value by 1, so it's now 19. So remember, there are three ways to write this. I can also write it like this. So as you can see, it is doing the same thing. It is still giving me 19. So that's dealt with. Also, one more thing I want to show you, that it can be written like this also. Like this is also valid. So This is called prefix notation, and the other one is called postfix. I want to show the difference between them by an example. So let me do one example real quick. So let's do this. Uh, let's do use the postfix increment. So here I'm doing. I am assigning the value of number two with increment to number one. So let me show it to you how it works. So number one is 20 and number two is 21. So now let me clear the difference for you. So if we are writing postfix operator, so what our program will do, it will come here first. Since this is a postfix increment, so first it will assign the value of number 2 to number 1. So they both are carrying 20 now. Then after the assignment, it will assign it will increment number 2 by 1. So it will add 1 to the number 2 variable after it is done assigning. So let me do another variation of this. Let's see how the other one works, that is prefix operator. So let's do plus plus number two. Okay, let's see what happens now. I have commented the original one since I don't need it anymore. So now as you can see, both of them are carrying 21. So whenever program comes here, it first uh, increments the value of number 2 by 1, then it assigns this value to number 1. So the difference between both of these statement is that in postfix it first assigns the value and then increments the value of that variable, but in the other variation, in the prefix notation, it first increments the value of variable and then it assigns the value to the variable. So that was the difference. What if you want to increment the value of variable by now I want to show you compound assignment operators. So it is, this concept is also similar, like but it has multiple extensions. For example, what if I write number 1 is equal to number 1 plus 1. So it will increment the value of number 1 by 1. So as you can see, it was carrying 10 first, now it is carrying 11. So it increments the value of 1. This is called a compound assignment operator. It can also be written like this. So you have already seen this. It can also be written like this. I will use this style more often since it is a good practice. So as you can see, it does the same thing. So what if we want to increment it by a bigger value? Let's say 30. So now let's run it. So as you can see, number 1 is now carrying 40. So it is now storing 40. Since we have increased the value of number 1, we have added 30 into the value of number 1. So it works like this. Number 1 is equal to number 1 plus 30. So what it does, it number 1 equals original value of the number 1. It takes the original value of the number 1, that was 10, and then it adds 30 into the original value, then it sums both of these and then it assigns it back to the variable. So these are called compound assignment operators, assignment statements, and the this plus equal is known as the compound assignment operator, since it is performing an operation and then assigning the value to the same variable. Similarly, we can do multiple operations with them. uh, we can now decrement it by 10. Let's decrement it by 10. So as you can see, now it is printing 30. Since first I incremented it by 30, I added 30 into the original value, and then what I did was number 1 is equal to number 1 minus 10. So what I did here was number 1 equals the original value. What was the original value? After this statement was done, number one was carrying 40. Then I subtracted 10 from it. So whatever program did, it did 40 minus 10, that is 30, and then it assigns the value back to the number one variable. So we can do the same for multiplication and division. Let's do division. So let's run it. So as you can see, it is giving 15. Since here our value was 10, sorry, our value was 30. So it divided the value of number one, that is 30 by 2, and then it stored the value back into the number one variable. So this is how component assignments work. You can do the same with multiplication. For example, here we can multiply it. We can multiply it by, let's say, 10. So it will print 150 now, since 15 multiply 10 equals 150. So these were our component assignment operators. So you can also do other things with them. You can use multiple variables and also user inputs if you require. So but those were the basics of it. So that's it for this video. Thank you.